we're going to start with the one character that started us off on this whole series. Let's start off with Jason, who back in Lost Heroes started us off. And, well, would you look at that? Starts off this book too. Look at that. So, let's talk about Jason Gray in the Blood of Olympus. What's going on with him? Well, really, it's like the beginning is a lot about him, okay? Because, one, I was really curious to see how he would be feeling with, like, the whole knowing Nico's secret and not being able to tell anyone else. Didn't really come up, but he did mention it a few times. You're like, aw, how cute. And then there was the part where, at the very beginning, he's, like, all old and stuff. When I just had to laugh at the whole thing where he was staring at meat going, if I eat this, my vegetarian girlfriend will be mad at me. It's like, this is the end of the world, and he eventually was like, end of the world comes first. I think she'll understand. But still, the fact that he even thought that was like, you really love your girlfriend for one thing, and also just really funny in general. And then, like, the whole beginning thing, it was like, you're really intense. You're like, oh no, Jason, don't be caught, don't be caught. Turns out he's a pretty good actor, but then comes the other part where he sees his mom and, like, has to decide. Like, he sees his mom's spirit. All these, like, different spirits comes up where it's like they were already dead because of their insanity. I don't understand Greek culture too well. I mean, like, ancient Greek culture, mythology? Yes, ancient Greek culture, not so much. I'm not sure how well you guys understand it, but me, not so much. So the whole animate thing, where it's like they're an insane spirit, they were dead long ago, and you're like, but they're still alive. Right? I don't get it. I know that his mother's dead and was insane, so I get that one. But Raina, we already talked about Raina, I don't get that one either. So, we have Jason, he's confronting his mom, and I think that that was a really big moment for him because he was being questioned about being Roman, and then he had to face his mom again, and his mom was trying to justify, like, what she did, just, like, abandoning him in the woods, pretty much. So, you kind of are like, this is Jason's moment. This is Jason's, like, turning point moment, and then he gets stabbed, and you're like, Jason! He can't die! Not this early in the book! Yeah, I was not expecting somebody to get, like, fatally hurt that early in the book, but, then they were like, he has to overcome it himself, and that was just so sweet how he did overcome it, so it's like, yes! I was terrified. I was like, Jason. I was not expecting him to possibly die that early in the book. You don't do that. You don't. But Riordan did. Moving on. Next time we really see Jason, it's like he's trying to overcome the sickness deal with the whole stabbing thing because, again, medals in Roman times. Many things you don't know have come up in this book. Many things. But then they go to see, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but the medicine god! Okay, that guy. He's like the god of doctors, like literally. Which makes me remember the last Olympian when Demeter was yelling at Persephone, going, you should have married the god of doctors and the god of lawyers. So I'm like, you wanted her to marry this dude? Okay, seems nice enough, because he is pretty nice. He's like, oh, hey, come on in! And he's helping him out, and then Jason gets, like, glasses, which, to me, is, like, pretty cool, because it's like, oh, yeah, most people have eye problems. They can't see perfectly. Now, I was kind of just assumed, well, they're demigods. I mean, they can read ancient Greek. So they're probably going to have 20/20 vision, but apparently he doesn't have 20/20 vision. So, like, you know, his glasses now. I should just wear my glasses for the rest of this, like, because he's Jason. But Jason gets glasses in this, and I'm trying to picture him this whole time, and I'm going, dude, and you're fighting giants at the end. I'm bringing that up. How did these, like, not go fall off, pretty much? Should I leave these on? How did these like not fall off? I don't know how his glasses didn't fall off. Maybe they're magic. I mean, they are made of Imperial gold, so obviously they're probably not gonna break, which is a bonus for him. But how did they not fall off? And speaking of the ending battle, let's just jump ahead to that. Ending giant battle. We gotta jump ahead to that. These things are bothering me. I'm sorry. These are more for distance, so not like him. I'm not like him where I can wear them all the time. Those are more for distance, so I'm just gonna take those off. But the ending fight scene, I love it. I love it so much. He's the one looking around, going, "This is happening. Look at all this. Look at everyone. This is so cool." Well, probably not going, "This is so cool," but the readers are going, "Awesome. So cool," like that. And then he goes to fight with Zeus, I think. Zeus, Jupiter. Same difference, but we're gonna go with Zeus. So he goes to fight with Zeus, and he's fighting, and it's so cool, because usually it's like Zeus and his kids, they don't have the best relationship, like, out of everyone. Honestly, the best relationship probably goes to either Nico or Percy for best father-son relationship. So definitely not Jason. Jason's at the end of the list, the very end of the list, probably. And, you know, you have Zeus pretty much being like, "Look, I can't exactly show favoritism, so great job. I'm sorry I can't show favoritism." And that was kind of like, oh, you just made sense. You're kind of sitting there going, you just made sense. Why? You just made sense, because it kind of does make sense to an extent that he can't show favoritism when he's like in charge of everything. So yeah, I guess. But then they go to the ending, and then they all fly up there, and it is as Piper said in the House of Hades. It will end the way it started. Written-wise and fighting-wise, because up they go, Leo and Piper and Jason, all the way up there, and it's like, it's really awesome, because, you know, they're up there fighting Gaia, and then you got down here dealing with Octavian, and, like, the Greeks and the Romans, and then they're all sinking into the earth at the same time, and, like, you want to talk climax of the book. That, like, you thought it peaked with the giants? No, it just kept going. It's like 2 peaks. You know, you're on a mountain, you're climbing up, and then you think you get to the peak, and you're like, "This is so cool, the view is amazing," and then the clouds part behind you, and you're like, "We still got more to go. Let's keep climbing." And then you climb all the way up, and it's an even better view. This is that moment. The giant scene, you're just like, "This is so cool, so awesome," and then the Gaia scene, now you're going, "This is amazing. That's just amazing." That's when you go like that, because now you got all the characters, you got 3 plots going on, you got 3 problems to fix, you don't know which one's going to come, all your emotions are spiraling everywhere. It's just insane. But it works. It really does. It works. And that's the awesome part. Jason's up there, he's doing his awesome thing, and then he like brings Piper back down, because after they're all done fighting, and he's fighting off the winds, trying to get Piper close enough to talk to Gaia, and then Leo's getting ready for his final blow, which they don't know about. It's all like that, and it's just amazing. It is truly just amazing, okay? I love it. I love the whole ending scene, the whole ending one. I just love it. Love, love, love it. So as for Jason, just that's the gist of it. He really overcame like a lot of it, because he finally was kind of like, you know what, I'm both Greek and both Roman. Especially, like, I love that. I love that he did that, and especially you really kind of saw it was the moment, the very moment you saw that, like that moment you saw was when Percy and him went down to fight I can't say her name. I can't say half these Greek names. I really can't. I'm sorry, I can't. But they're going down to fight the storm goddess, okay? And like she's really cooking up a storm, okay? She's really just cooking up a storm. And then he's like, you know, I can help you. I can make sure that everyone knows who you are. They will fear you, okay? They will worship you and all this other stuff. Okay, and it makes sense, because it's like hello, Romans hate the ocean. It really works. It makes sense, and of course you're also agitated because he's agitated. You're agitated because Percy's over there getting poisoned, and you're like, oh my God, Percy! But the way that he does that, that was like the moment where you were just like, you know what? He was just like, you know what? I'm both Greek, I'm both and Roman. I'm gonna go back and forth between both camps and make sure everything is all good. Him and Percy can talk because Percy like made all the gods say, I will claim my kids, and so far so good. At least not at least on the Greek side. Roman side, not so much. You might want to think about getting the Romans to agree to that too, but then again, it's like also split personality disorder. There's a lot of factors in here, but they should talk. They're going to work together, and they're going to fix everything and keep everyone happy until probably the end of the Norris myths, because I got a feeling that we're going to have some references. But that is it for now, and that's Jason for you. That is Jason. He overcomes a lot, just discovers that he's Greek and Roman, and it is just awesome. Again, the ending fight scene and how he does, like, he's fighting off everything, and that's like his main job, just to fight off the air. You gotta admire him. He can fight the air. Good job. So now for my favorite part from The Blood of Olympus. What is my favorite Jason part? Well, I'll tell you right now, it's actually not at the end. I'm sorry, I'm going to kill this Greek or Roman name. I'm going to, but Euromanea, Jason decided, the word coming to him from his studies at Camp Jupiter long ago. A spirit of insanity. That's what you've been reduced to. I am all that remains, Burly Grace agreed. Her image flickered through a spectrum of colors. Embrace me, son. I am all you have left. The memory of the south wind spoke in his mind. You can't choose your parentage, but you can choose your legacy. Jason felt like he was being reassembled, one layer at a time. His heartbeat steadied. The chill left his bones. His skin warmed in the afternoon sun. No, he croaked. A glimpse at Annabeth and Piper. My loyalties haven't changed. My family has just expanded. I'm a child of Greece and Rome. He looked back at his mother for the last time. I'm no child of yours. Okay, right at the beginning there, that part, that beautiful part. I love this part because, one, again, it's like that whole, you seeing the Greek and Roman thing right in front of you happening. That's like that's when he decided, and then during the fight with the sea storm goddess, you saw it. That is how it went. He said it, then he saw it, and now he is like the priest maximum, or some really long like Roman word that means he's the high priest. So he's like the high priest now, who will like communicate with all the gods and like make sure they're all happy, which is probably a good idea, because like as we saw from Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the thing was that the like minor gods and their children didn't feel appreciated. Now we got their children being appreciated, which makes the minor gods happier. But then you also have, but now we have the same problem again coming back around with the minor gods. Exactly. So hopefully now we got this problem fixed. Hopefully. Cross your fingers, because hopefully we got this problem fixed now, because that seems to be the reoccurring problem with this and everything. But hopefully it is fixed now, and next time it'll probably just be like an apocalypse, and then everyone will blame Nico for it. But that's it for now. That is Jason for you, and now for the Rick Riordan tweet of the day. So this tweet is for all you Leo fans. So somebody asked him, why does typing hot on my iPad autocorrect to Hot Sauce Valdez? His response, I suspect Leo has been tinkering with it again. I'm sure if you have an iPad, you're probably going to go try that now to see if that's actually true, but I can tell you that on computers it's not true, sadly. So apparently he's only reached the iPads yet so far. Oh, Leo. So that's it for this time and next time. We're only down to 3 characters. So that means, and next time, it's a sad day, because we're down to our last 3 characters. Nico, Annabeth, and Percy have not been talked about. So I am going to go backwards in the order that we met them. So Nico, then Annabeth, then Percy. So I'll see you all here next time to talk about Nico D'Angelo. So thanks for watching. Bye!